Although Nand had shifted to Vrindavan from Gokul, the demons of Kansa had not given up their efforts to destroy Krishna. Krishna and his cowherd friends were engaged in their morning activities. He blew his horn, giving a call to his cowherd companions to join him in the day's trek. It was a procession to be watched for sheer delight. Hundreds of young cowherds carrying canes, flutes, and trumpets made of horn, dressed in finery they could afford, followed their calves. The young boys wore shining cowherd robes made of cloth dyed in brilliant colors and embellished with patchwork and mirrors. Although they had put on trinkets made of glass, shells, cowries, golden metal, they plucked red, yellow, and green Vrindavan flowers to add to their finery. They were just children. The presence of Krishna and Balaram added to their gaiety without anyone knowing the divine nature of the two individuals. Playfully, tiffins were snatched and passed on. Each one vied with the other to be near Krishna. While some played on their flutes, others blew the trumpets made of horn. Some hummed like the Brahmaras, while others cooed like the quail. A few tried to fly like the birds in the sky. They played with Krishna and Balaram as equal, although the two children were sons of the head man. It was time now for the evil agents of Kansa to make another attempt on Krishna's life. They had zeroed in on him as a potential threat to the life of their king. This time it was Aghasura, a younger brother of Pootna and Bakasura, who arrived in Vrindavan, disguised as a boa constrictor. He blocked the path the cowherds had taken that morning. This fierce snake had a large body and a mouth so big that it could swallow whole animals. I have included a miniature painting from the Kangra hills to illustrate this particular scene. Aghasura's lower jaw touched the ground while the upper lip reached the sky. His open jaws were like the mouth of a cave. Inside, his teeth stood big and sharp like mountain peaks. It was a pitch dark inside his mouth, although his tongue ran inwards like a red, gravelled path. His breath was like a whirlwind. His eyes glowed like wildfire. Looking at him, the cowherds thought that he was an edifice erected to add to Vrindavan's attractions. Look at the way the children can think. Some of the boys said jokingly that the cave in front of them looked like the mouth of a boa constrictor. Is he here to swallow us? His upper lip resembled clouds turned red by the sun's rays. The same clouds have cast a shadow on the earth that now looks like his lower lip. Another replied, "You are right. The cavities on the right and left of his mouth look like a reptile's jaws. These hills are clearly his molars." Another cowherd said, "Look at this broad and spacious road. It appears to be his tongue. Don't you feel a blast coming out of his mouth as if a jungle is on fire?" Suddenly, one of the naughtier boys offered a challenge. "Even if we walk into his mouth, he cannot swallow us. Even if he does, he will be destroyed like Bakasura in a moment. Kanhaiya is not going to spare him. Let us go." Hearing this bravado, a large number of young cowherds, looking at Krishna's smiling countenance, laughingly walked into Aghasura's trap along with their calves. Krishna soon realized what was happening. He knew the truth. He did not accompany his friends. Aghasura was at a loss. He was waiting for Krishna to enter. Krishna made up his mind to save his companions and entered Aghasura's mouth. In the heavens, the Devatas looked at this tragedy in the making and shrieked in pain. In no time, Krishna expanded his body in order to block the air from entering Aghasura's mouth or flaring nostrils. He put intense pressure on Aghasura's jaws and throat. In a short while, Aghasura felt suffocated. He could no longer breathe. He opened his mouth to take in air. At that moment, all the young cowherds walked out with their stock, followed by a smiling Krishna. The next moment, Aghasura suffocated to death. In the heavens, the Devatas danced in glee. The 5-year-old Krishna had saved the world from another Rakshasa. Even Brahma rejoiced, although he felt jealous. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna.